Hello everybody, happy Friday. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Aziza, aka Gourmet Pens. Today we are looking at a pen that I've had in my possession for several months, and I'm only now getting around to doing the video because I keep getting distracted by other things that keep coming in. So I'm going to be recording a couple of videos today, so you don't need to know that. Nobody cares. It's okay. It doesn't matter. This pen is on loan from Appelboom. It is a Montblanc Writer's Edition homage to Brothers Grimm. It's the limited edition, it's the special edition, not the super limited edition one. And it's just on loan, just so you know. So as usual, I'll do all the packaging and whatnot, and then we can look at the pen in le detail. So first of all, thank you to Appelboom for loaning it to me, because it is a pen that I saw in one of the boutiques, and I wouldn't have purchased it because it's just not what I was looking for at the time, but I think it's really cool. So it's neat to have gotten to check it out. So first of all, the writer's editions come in this cardboard box that protects the overall book inside. And I say book because if you haven't seen a writer's edition before, they are presented as books with a little spine, and it's very cool. So here we have Brothers Grimm, their signatures. I quite like it, and just so I have it to share with you as well, I have the matching ink, which I think is also very cool. Is this in focus? Yes, okay. So we have the box, we open it up, and basically it's a book that slides out of a sleeve. And the book has, sorry, that was the back side. So the book matches the front. I'm going to put it down. But on the side, it looks like paper, which I don't know. I just think it's really cool. And they all match, right? So all of the writer's editions have this style. Now, the pen is currently on my desk right here. So while I chit-chat about the pen, you can just kind of look at it. Lucky you. Oh, actually, sorry, they call this, Montblanc actually calls this the limited edition writing instrument. That's what it says on the paper. Okay, so here's the little booklet. I think what I'll do is, I do this different every single time. First of all, I wanted to smell it because it smells so good. If you are unfamiliar with the writer's editions, it is, every year they've been issued since 1992, the first being the Hemingway. Montblanc pays tribute to some of the greatest icons of literary history. So this one, Jacob and Wilhelm Grimm, Preface to Children's and Household Tales. Where is literature truly alive, if not where it reaches the soul, where it cools and refreshes, or where it warms and strengthens? And I can't really argue with that. I very much agree with that. So it's the Brothers Grimm were dedicated to the German language, and they have, I want to get to the details of it. Maybe I'll just kind of read through it. Over 200 years ago, the brothers published their first collection of fairy tales, timeless universal stories that have enthralled people of all ages down through the generations. In addition to this remarkable feat, the two scholars were passionate linguists on a mission to document and preserve historic sources. Due to the tremendous breadth and depth of their scholarly work, ranging from German grammar to the crowning achievement of their linguistic research, the German dictionary, they are considered the founding fathers of modern German philology. So Montblanc has created this writer's edition in honor of the brothers, whose works have an impact beyond all regional and temporal boundaries. In the fantasy world of fairy tales, Sleeping Beauty, Hansel and Gretel, I don't know how to say that properly, Snow White, Rapunzel, and Cinderella, they all appeared in the first edition of Kinder- und Hausmärchen. I'm so sorry. I don't know German. In 1812. And I just want to, it's, okay, yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Illustrations were by another brother. The Black precious resin of the cap and barrel, contrasting with ruthenium-coated fittings, reflects the sinister, enchanted atmosphere of the fairy tale forests. The unusual silhouette of the writing instruments recalls a wooden walking stick like those frequently found in the woods. And Wilhelm Grimm's signature is immortalized as an engraving on the barrel. Then we have Always Coming to a Happy Ending, so this is the one with Snow White and Snow White saved the image of Rapunzel letting down her magnificent locks from the tower inspired the wavy surface of the edition and the R on the cap. The cone, which is shaped like a spindle, is embossed with Kinder und Hausmärchen in Old German script, and the number 12 in reference to the 12th fairy tale, The Story of Rapunzel. The fountain pen and roller ball are also embossed with the year 1812 in which the book was first published. So, for the Hansel and Gretel, they have the central motif of the Grimm fairy tales. Stories people use to tell or read to children while gathered around the fire inspire the engraving of a blazing fire on the handcrafted, rhodium-coated, 18-karat solid gold nib. And I am whipping through this because maybe this is interesting to some of you, but maybe not to others. And then I'll show the pen. I'll show these parts, of course. The brothers only partially completed the German dictionary, and they had only reached the letter F when Wilhelm Grimm died in 1859. The platinum-coated clip resembles gnarled roots in token of how the two scholars worked to trace the roots of language back to their origin. When viewed from the side and turned, the clip's shape reveals the profiles of both brothers. The cap top is decorated with the Montblanc emblem in precious resin, and the final volume was published with sources 133 years after work on the dictionary had begun. So the work was in progress from 1838 to 1971, which is also engraved on the cap top, and Jacob Grimm's signature decorates the cap. So, there is that. Sorry if that was boring. I don't know why it would be, because I think it's really cool. But let's look at the pen. So it is based on the Le Grand size. So it has like the 146 size nib. So there is the precious resin top. I want to, let me see if this will focus. I don't know how much focus we're going to get here. There is the year and Göttinger. It's 9,800 pieces. There's a serial number. There's one signature, and the other one is right here. Here is the engraving Kinder und Hausmärchen 12. And the cap band, I don't want to pronounce that. Es war einmal. I'm so sorry. Overall, it does look like a walking stick, and I think the ruthenium coating is really cool in contrast with the precious resin. And the clip, so if you look at the clip, it doesn't look like much, but if we turn, I'm going to just look at my camera here for a second. If we turn it to the side, there's one profile, and if you turn to the other side, there's another profile. So it might be, so this is the nose, and this is the nose. It might be kind of hard to see. It's probably easier to see in person, but it's a cool concept. I think, sorry, I think compared to some of the other special editions and stuff that they've done, like homages and to great characters and writers editions, some of them are like laden with detail. This one has a lot of detail, but maybe because it's darker, it hides a little better. So it's kind of more subtle. If we uncap, it does have a metal section. The nib has the flame engraving. It is not ruthenium. It is platinum coated. And this is a medium. So it is a really cool nib. You'll see the nib and the whole pen in more detail in the side view. It's a super comfortable pen. If you hate metal sections, this is a metal section. It doesn't bother me. I don't really, like if I'm looking for a reason to not get a pen, I will say, oh, I don't want a metal section. But because it's not my pen, it's on loan, I can appreciate that it doesn't really bother me that much. Clip is quite springy, which is very cool. Now let's do a comparison of size so you can see. Really, I just want to compare the last couple. So we have a Lamy Safari Pilot Metropolitan, the Montblanc 145 size, the 146. Here is the Brothers Grimm. Here's a 149, and here's a Jinhao X159, which I have done a review of. Size-wise, it is a larger pen. It is a heavier pen. So let's do the best part. The best part is the writing. And guess what I inked it with? Obviously, I inked it with Brothers Grimm. That might not have been that obvious. So let's see. We've got, I'm gonna just zoom in a little here because there we go. And I'm gonna do this to kind of cover. We have Montblanc. I am displeased with, there we go, sorry about that. Montblanc, Homage 2, Brothers Grimm. I know, I'm almost off camera there. It is an 18 karat medium nib. This is a flawless writer. So sometimes Montblanc nibs are messy and sometimes they're not, and this is a great one. The ink is Montblanc Brothers Grimm green, which is not the same as Kipling green, in case you're wondering. So we have, if I add a little pressure, it is ever so slightly soft, so you can squeeze out a little bit more ink if you need it. And you do get it dries it out though, which is fine because it's not really meant for that. And then we can do, I don't apply pressure with these kinds of nibs because I don't want to have to replace them if I do something to them. Painting. Fruit flies. It's really comfortable to write with. The cap is much heavier than the body, so I don't have any issues with the body, and you're not posting this, so it's not an issue there. It has this really cool closure mechanism, like it just stops at the right spot. I think it has a marker of some sort or something. No, it just seems to stop at the right spot. I guess the threads just end. But there are sometimes, like, you can over crank a cap and you can crack it. And it is, I don't know, it's just a satisfying feeling. So, yeah, pretty cool pen. I like the detail of it. I think it's pretty neat. I really like the ruthenium trim. I think that made it extra cool. So let's go look at it in further detail. And I will do some writing from the side and then we'll come back and wrap up. pretty cool. Writes very nice, really cool nib. I'm pretty happy with it as a loaner because I got to enjoy it and it was fun. So there we go. I will do this. I will slide this over and I will say thank you all for watching, and a huge thank you to Appelboom for loaning this pen to me. Thank you. There is a discount code at Appelboom, but because of Montblanc's restrictions, it doesn't work on Montblanc. The details are in my caption, but there is lots of other stuff if you wanted, and this isn't an affiliate thing. It's just a sweet deal for you, and it helps support me because Appelboom provides me stuff to review, and I can rip it apart and I still get more stuff to review. So I can review things honestly and share it with you, and it doesn't affect being able to get more stuff to review. So good deal for all of us. Anywho, thank you all for watching. I appreciate it so much. If you had fun, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And I completely forgot to tell you the price. It is about $1,000 US. So depending on your location and your taxes and all that, you're looking at about $1,000 US. So it's pretty pricey. That's another reason I don't have it, but also because I bought another pen. So anyway, if you liked it, if you liked the video, please like and subscribe. And if you are having fun and you want to lend your support, I'm also on Patreon and on social media. And thank you again. So we're going to wrap up and we'll see you next time. Take care, everybody. Bye.